like thousands of different definitions about leadership, but we want to emphasize that leadership is an influence. So anybody can be a leader, and anybody can actually influence to other people. It could be positive and also negative as well. And also people who are in the top position has, of course, more influence than other people. But we have to believe and trust when you're in coaching that even the young people who just got into your company is able to give influence and have the leadership. You are a leader of like 200 people. Why do you say you're not a leader? He's like, I don't want to be a leader, you know? They just put me in a leader position, but I really don't want to be a leader. But you have to be a leader. You have to bear the certain things, and you have to kind of endure and understand and develop the things. But the issue of the millennials, when they're especially more than 50% by next year, from most of the companies, they do have these issues internally, and it actually shows outside as well. We believe the definition of coaching is the process that supports individual changes and developed through partnership. So we focus on individual. So you are the most important person, not other people. You have to focus on yourself, and you have to solve your own problems to be able to support other people as well. We found out so many people actually fear feedback. They hate evaluation feedback sessions and the coaching sessions because they're actually afraid. The managers are afraid. They're saying, what if my member hates me afterwards? What if I don't give the right answer? I never had a great coaching session before, so I always fear. So they go to the room like this, and they sit with their member, and both of them are like, so what do you want to talk about? Your result is not so good. But so many leaders just, if they, I'm so busy at work. So HR sent email to do a coaching. I have 5 people. Hey, let's talk. And you're like, what? I'm busy too. And this is so many people are watching us. Yeah, and all the wrong situations that we are facing. Actually, many leaders do not know how to do a coaching or really meet each other and talk that well without alcohol. I'm repeating it because it's true. When I actually said to Korean the managers or at the top levels, please avoid alcohol coaching, and they're like, oh my God. They're like, there's nothing to talk about. Not much. These days, young people do not want to do the sports or, no golf, or there's nothing to talk. So what my company did was to have the survey for everybody, asking them, what food do you like? What food do you not like, Or what is your biggest concern at work? Or what is the compliment that you want to hear, Those are the things that we actually do the survey for all members. Then we gave it to the leader. Before you miss the seal, you have to actually read. It was the first time ever I feel more cared. I was talking to them on the table that 2 weeks before we had the ceremony for celebration for after several coaching sessions with Incheon International Airport government employees. And one of them said, he's over 50. He actually said, my coach is amazing, and she was the first person ever who listened to me wholly without judging me. And he was almost with his tears that we were really touched. But on the other hand, I was saying that it's a little sad. He's 50, over 50, and he, during his work, she was the only first person who would actually listen to him without any judgment, but just giving him confidence that he can change and he can do that, even if he's 50, Because some people say over 40 people, they don't change. Yeah. Do people change? That's the question that I get a lot, every single day almost, from our clients. But actually we see that they change when they feel like they need to change, when they're at the verge, or when they actually realize that it's time for them to grow or step up. While the person who loses, who talks, the coach, who won, has to really listen and look at their eyes and and give positive feedbacks a little bit, but mainly listening to them, you know? Okay, can you do that? So I will give each person 5 minutes who actually tells you that you understand their situation. You don't have to give them a boast, you know, biggest compliment, but just saying that I know you're trying hard, you know. I know you came early. I know you tried to finish this paper, or I know you tried to meet this person for the sales, you know. Just letting them know what you're doing, and you're understanding their situation gives a lot of comfortness for them and really open up their hearts. And we believe everyone has potential for growth. Like so many Koreans say that, you know, my subordinates, no, they suffered. We have the lowest, you know, score. But you are, as a leader or a manager or a member, you really have to believe that the people who you work with has a potential to grow, because it shows. If you, yeah.
Really, a lot of people question that. The people you just work with.
Yeah, and Zira, you know, they question, and they say, "Do you have to believe in them?" You know, I know it's a most important thing because it shows from your eyes. Even if you say I trust you, you know, but if your eyes and your face don't trust you, you just know it's your guts, you know, that tells you. So you have to genuinely believe that they have the potential, and this is what we cannot do that well, but growth requires patience. So you actually have to wait for a while for a person to change and grow. But you can actually tell them how long you're going to wait and what your expectation is. But this is what we believe. So I just want to read it out together, this sentence to here and this session. Okay, can you all read together? Everyone needs a companion. Everyone wants to be understood. Everyone has potential for growth. Growth requires patience. Yeah.
Now some music.
To defend your views. If you give in as a leader immediately, then you're not a leader.
Yeah, but then you just said the very important thing. You have to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Before meeting them. No. With the reason, with the reasons you have to, yeah, why you believe
You
it.
cannot say what I'm intelligent, like but it sounds good.
But I bet it's okay, just go ahead then. He's taking it, okay. Return to give positive feedback to him, okay.
Maybe it's hard for you, it's